Hey, it's Kathy, and today we're going to be embellishing one of our block prints, and I love to add other layers of interest and techniques to the block prints. So today, because we have the fall linens coming up, I have printed a fall border print. Actually, it touches on the pattern block printing that we do, as well as fall, and then we've created a border print with a couple of stamps. I really like it, but I purposely printed it in kind of light values so that we could then add some foiling to it, which is going to be great. So let me show you what I'm working with. I'm working with the Deco Foil liquid adhesive, as well as a little brush and several colors of the Deco Foil. I've got some that have several colors within. I love this rainbow. There's a little gold mottled, and then I don't know, sort of a watermelon color. But anyway, what we're going to do is enhance this block print. So there's two steps. The first step, we're going to add the glue and let it dry for about a half an hour. You can see we're still using up the graduation plates in our house. So let me get a little glue on the plate. And I've got several brushes that I'm working with just for different sizes for the different areas on the print. Okay, so here we go. I do not plan to cover the whole thing with glue, but I'm going to put a good portion of glue on there. You can see I'm just dipping this in the glue. I've always got a paper towel nearby. And let's just start here. Oop. Cat hair. Okay, so I'm just going to brush on some glue. Again, I'm not going to cover the whole thing. I want some of this beautiful orangey gold to show through. But I do find that a good amount of foil looks nice over this color. Okay, so you can see, here's the glue closer, just kind of dipping it in and adding the glue. Fairly thick, but I'm trying to sort of smooth it out because it will keep the texture of the glue, which isn't bad, but just be aware. If you have lumps in your glue, it will stay that way in the finished product. Okay, so there's one leaf. I'm going to work my way down and do the others. Okay. Here we go. And this is fun. I love doing different things to embellish the block prints. I'll be doing some embroidery on another video soon, which I know you guys will love. And I did this print and foil also recently, well, this year in January when I was doing the 30 days of textile arts. There's a really cool triangle print, just a repeating triangle print that I later added the foil to, and that turned out really nice. I was very happy with it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue the rest, and then we'll come back when I'm putting the glue on this border graphic, okay? Okay, I'm back. I'm just about done with the leaves, but I wanted to show you something. As you can see, our block prints are purposely not perfect. They show the work of your hand. But with this foiling technique, let's say you have a blank area, like here, that didn't completely print and you want to maybe have some color there, just put some glue, and then the foil will be the color in that area. So I'm going to do that at the tip of this leaf as well. So we'll get a little color in those areas that you wouldn't have if you just stuck with only the block print, which I love, by the way. Not criticizing this at all. It's beautiful as it is, but this is just to show you something else you can do. So now I'm going to rinse off this. Just have a little water and a ramekin here. Just kind of keep these are my old brushes. I don't use the good brushes for the glue. Anyway, I'm going to get another finer brush and dip it in some glue. And let's get going on this border, which I love this block that I carved. It's actually one of the acrylic and foam blocks that I cut. And what's really great about those, it's cut rather than carved. So, you know, in my classes we teach both. But what's kind of great about the acrylic blocks or stamps, whatever you want to call them, is that it makes it very easy to align when you are printing a row. So this stamp, I think it joins together around here somewhere, and it's really hard to see where it joins together. It's having the acrylic that you can see through is nice. So you can see I'm not being exactly fussy or accurate over this, and I am covering most of it because the foil, this foil with this particular glue, there are other kinds of glue you can get, like the fusible glue. With this particular glue, it will not completely won't cover it fully in every area, so you're still going to get some areas without the foil, even if you glue up quite a bit of it. So I'm being a little generous on this border. Okay, so I'm going to finish this up, and then, and if you get any where you don't want it, just use your finger. When it's all done, I'm going to let it dry for about 30 to 45 minutes. I think the instructions say an hour to an hour and a half or something like that. I find that's too long with this glue. 30 to 45 minutes, at least with the amount of glue I put on, seems to work perfectly well. Okay, so I'll finish up and then we'll be back with foiling.
30 minutes later.
Okay, we're back, and just to show you the setup I've got a little bit of cardboard just for a little bit of a resilient surface underneath. You don't need much, and then I did already start on the foil. We had a little video technical difficulty, but let me show you on the rest of these leaves what we're doing. I'm starting with a little bit of green because the fall leaves do retain some of their green. And I'm just using, I love this rainbow foil. I'm using a little bit of the green stripe down some of the stems and the vein down the middle to add a little bit of green. So let me get that in there. You can see I'm using the side of my fingernail. I've decided that's the best tool to apply this foil. I've used spoons and sticks and other things, but I find the side of your fingernail works really well. You can see the green on those leaves now. See that? They're pretty. Maybe I'll put a little bit more on this one stem. Okay. And then I did already, I don't know if you can see it, I went in and I put a little of the dark, a very dark brown on this mottled gold, just to give the leaves a little depth. So adding some depth here with, here's a good spot you can really see. And it actually comes out like more of a rust. It's very pretty. But that will give our finished leaves some depth of color. So I'm just going to foil. I think I'll foil these two leaves while you're watching, and then I'll finish up the rest, and then we'll go to the border. There we go. I love this red. I use a lot of the red for the fall leaves, going from the red to the orange in this rainbow stripe. Don't worry if you get a little purple, I'm not going to tell. Okay, here we go. And you'll feel, you can see this, oh, it's kind of stuck in that spot. That's where the glue is. You'll feel when it applies, and then you just peel. So it's a matter of putting the color of the foil that you want kind of over the area and rubbing with the side of your fingernail and then peeling back. Starting to get some nice color on this leaf. You know, for time purposes, I think I'll just finish up this leaf instead and then show you how they all turned out. Okay, getting lots of red there. Another color I absolutely love is this, between the pink and the orange, a little of the gold of this foil. It adds a nice sheen. Okay, until I'm starting to fill this leaf up. Not a lot of glue left. You can feel the glue go around with your finger. It feels a little bit raised, a little bit plasticky maybe. Okay, let's start to see the color on that leaf. I'm going to finish it up with this watermelon foil. I'm just going to place that over the whole thing and rub so that any remaining areas of glue on that one leaf will pick up this watermelon color. Give it a nice warmth and a little zip. Okay, here we go. So you can see there's my fall leaf. Very fun, huh? And you might want to put more glue or less. I like having some of the gold show through. All right, I'm going to finish up these other leaves and then we'll do the border. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. And as you can see, I have finished up the leaves and done part of this border. And the border, I'm just highlighting it. We did mostly warm colors on the leaves. So in the border, I'm highlighting with beautiful, cool blue, purple, aqua, and I'm just getting that off this lovely rainbow foil. So it's actually pretty easy on this to align the cool colors over top of the border and just start scraping away with the fingernail. You can see I just got those marks right there. I can flip it, get some dark on top and the aqua on the bottom one, even into that green would be lovely. You can see it really goes quickly. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, I think my shaking is, my scraping is shaking the camera stand a little. Have much glue there. Maybe I missed a spot. There we go. See how you can see when it's really sticking? You can see the foil leave the backing. Okay. Just about done. Well, you get the idea. I'm going to finish up and then I'll show you the finished piece. Here is the close-up so far. Pretty nifty, eh? Okay, and here's the finished foiling. Isn't it beautiful? So kind of the warm colors here, the cool colors here. I think the border ended up looking like some beautiful yarn stitching. And here's the other end that I finished on the table runner. So you can see the beautiful two ends all printed up with the foil. Lovely, I hope you can see it. It really has some life. I will have these foils available at the fall linens class, block printing fall linens. We're going to be carving some blocks, also cutting a foam block, so you know what that is like, as well as, and I'll have these if anybody wants to add a little foil. I don't know how much time we'll have for that, but they will be available at class, and hope to see you then, September 16th. It's a Sunday from 1 to 5 in Sausalito, beautiful Sausalito at Studio 333. Really cool, lofty space, lots of art, and we always have so much fun there. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.